for example, there was a time when theology was considered to be the queen of the sciences. And personally, I still think that. So let's start with some definitions, and some definitions are in order. Let's talk about the definition of faith. First, I don't mean religion in general or all faiths in general. The faith I have in mind is the Christian faith as expressed in the Apostles' Creed, and those who affirm the triune God, Jesus Christ, and his saving work are brethren, walking together on the journey of faith. But for this talk, I'm thinking more specifically and more narrowly than what C.S. Lewis called mere Christianity. And that brings up the second aspect of my definition. I'm talking about the faith I have in mind is the Christian faith of an evangelical and a conservative one at that. I teach at a Southern Baptist school. I affirm the Chicago Statement on Biblical Inerrancy. I also affirm the Baptist Faith and Message 2000 with its declaration that humanity is the special creation of God made in his image. So for the purposes of this talk, faith refers to the body of beliefs by someone who could be held in good standing as a member of the Evangelical Theological Society. Now, science needs defining also. And what we quickly learn is that science is not as easy to define as one would think. In fact, generally accepted definitions have significant exceptions and vocal opponents. And philosophers of science sometimes refer to this as the demarcation problem. So first, science can be defined as a method of learning, primarily by means of observation and experimentation. But exactly, however, what those methods are is a matter of debate. And some, such as Paul Feyerabend, he rejects the notion that science can be defined in terms of method, since there's no universal method that all scientific fields use or accept. Or a second definition for science, science can be defined as a field of study or a realm of knowledge, namely the natural world. However, this definition is again problematic because it excludes disciplines that historically have been understood to be scientific endeavors. I mean, for example, there was a time when theology was considered to be the queen of the sciences. And personally, I still think that. And then third, and this is going to be important for our talk tonight, and that is science is also an institution. One of Thomas Huxley's goals in life was to create and establish science as a standalone profession. And by any measure, he succeeded. However, institutional science, by definition, is composed of human beings, and they bring all the foibles and limitations of humanity with them. A major source of trouble occurs when institutional science tries to cloak itself with the authority and respectability of science as a discipline. So, even though a perfect definition of science or the scientific method doesn't seem to be possible, I think a reasonably good approximation can be given, or perhaps a galaxy of definitions can be recognized